Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
For the Bears, it's 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A first carry for Rachaad White.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Wentz.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assigned with this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded it. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Wentz will keep it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Running here with White. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Carson Wentz. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-0.
Buccaneers 21. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sugar!
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On play action, now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Brady. And now here is another interception.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it is 42-0.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The final shot before half for Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it, and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5.
To throw is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's Brady looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
14 more yards. That's
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
Left side, got Jones.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On 1st down, Brady. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
10 more yards.
Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Fournette on the counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Lefty.
On play action, Wentz. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Fights through it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come on 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Barkley again the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Again, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. That brings up 3rd and inches.
Evans has it left side. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
4-yard line.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. 1st down and goal to go.
Brady now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Brady.
The 6-yard line.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Wentz to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked up.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now Wentz on third down. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.